Hello, 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 you beautiful souls. I've been having a little bit of problems getting live here with all of you. So I'm hoping you all find me here because the other link that I have shared wouldn't allow me to go live. It wouldn't allow my camera to switch on. It just wouldn't allow me to go live. So I am so sorry that this is happening. They obviously don't want me to share this information that I will be sharing today. And so I'm just going to wait a little bit. I'm hoping that you guys will find me here. Come and find me here. Because I did see that some of you were waiting on the other side to join. And, but no, they didn't want me to go live on that link that I've sent out. So I am here now, and so I'm just going to carry on. So sorry that this happened, but we don't have control over technology when it doesn't want to work, and it didn't want to work for me today at all. So first, I'm going to talk about the soul's journey. And then after that, I will be answering questions and answers. I haven't received any questions and answers before, so I'm waiting for you live. Join me and to answer to ask your questions. So hopefully you'll find me here. So the soul's journey. So this is going to be, I don't know how long this video could be. I think not for longer than 20 minutes. Okay. And the soul's journey. Now the soul has got my chair is going funny. The soul has got a very interesting journey pre this incarnation, and then during our life, and then when we end this incarnation, the journey it goes on in between lives. And I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about today, actually, which part of it. So I'm waiting for my team in spirit to tell me which part of the journey we're going to be talking about today. So I'm just listening to them. And okay, from birth, the moment you incarnate into this world, right? So the moment the soul decides that it's going to come into a lifetime, let's say this lifetime, it decides so for a reason, right? There's a soul, has a gathering with other souls, and your soul comes for a specific to learn lessons. Okay, it is for the soul's growth, expansion, and this can be because the soul has got karmic lessons to complete. That's one of the reasons. One of the reasons are to complete karmic lessons from previous lifetimes. And also the soul then gathers with other souls, your soul family, to decide the roles that they're going to play in this life to help you, assist you with this karmic lesson or cycle, because it can also be it's not necessarily negative. Of course, there is the negative lessons that or feels negative, but it's a beautiful growth opportunity. And then there's a positive as well, like the people in your life that enhances your life, the people that you really have a beautiful co-creation with, whatever that is. So you gather and you decide on how you are going to, how is this going to play out? What are their roles going to be? Okay, it can be your mother, your father, your boyfriend, your child, your husband, your wife, your neighbor, your work colleague, all these significant partnerships are being pre-decided. Included in that, you decide exactly the day of your birth and the time of your birth, so that the planets, what being shown is the cosmos, whatever's playing out in the cosmos that has an impact on our daily life is also brought into it, but also the ancestors that needs to walk with you in this lifetime. So it's the ancestral patterns that we will be playing out, the ancestral beliefs we be playing out, and the wounding we will be working through. So it's the past lives and it's the ancestors, and in order to for all that to happen, we also decide on the family line then we're going to be birthed into, that in correlation with the exact time, date, and place for our soul to experience the most of this journey, right? So I'm just going to carry on talking. I ended up having to start a video somewhere completely different because things went wrong with the link that I've shared. And so please, if you have any questions, please do pop them in the chat or anything at all. And thank you for being here. So the soul then, with all of this information, decides the parents, the family, the ancestors, the place, time, everything of the birth. So the soul comes through into life the moment the soul comes through the birth channel into life, whether it is a natural birth or not, is quite a big shock for the system, because for the soul system, because you come in full of this knowledge, and as you're being birthed, all your knowledge, all your wisdom, you forget. You just come into as this beautiful little baby that can't speak, that can't communicate, that is just a pure consciousness, pure presence, and completely open to absorb all information coming your way. Now, when the baby comes through the soul, it's exposed to all this information, and I'm just hearing 3 months. The first 3 months is extremely significant in the deepest programming of this new human being and the journey it's going on. And then the first 3 years is that sets your it's almost like a blueprint for this lifetime that's being set in the first 3 years. So I'm gonna skip a whole lot now. So the soul comes into this life, the first few years very significant for the rest of the evolution of the soul in this lifetime. Now, as we are as a soul experiencing life, we can remember, okay, and we are given opportunities through challenges and coming into contact with people and places to remember certain things, to remember maybe something you're really good at, to remember maybe a song, to remember maybe that you have a natural talent for something, or you have a strong curiosity about something that you need to fulfill, that is taking you towards something that you need to remember and need to do in this lifetime. And and also with these memories, if we allow ourselves, well, we are very young, so we are very influenced by our environment. And hopefully we can connect with many of these gifts, and many do connect with their memory, but it's being shut down by society, okay, whatever that is, parents, schooling, severe traumas, it's being shut down, right? But as we are getting older, as we're becoming more mature, um, the lessons, the struggles, the challenges are opportunities for us to become more in alignment with our soul, as in to remember who we are. Now, just hearing that if a soul is choosing, no, the spirit, if the spirit that's in your body, that you are this lifetime, is choosing not to learn a lesson, you will keep learning the same lesson over and over and over again, but maybe in slightly different ways, until you've learned the lesson. And every time you learn a lesson, you remember. You remember a part of your greater beingness. It's almost like you're tapping into more love. Yes. You're tapping more into a greater understanding of the self and the all. So the journey of the soul walking on earth is to experience these challenges and the joys and the beauty, because the more we are opening to our soul wisdom, to our soul's presence, the more we will be feeling and experiencing the joy and the beauty in life. And it doesn't mean that if you experience joy and beauty in life that you are not experiencing any struggles or challenges. It is just that you have evolved so much that it or your awareness has increased so much that the struggles and the challenges becomes um, easier, but also it's a knowingness that they are there to help you become the next level of yourself, but also a knowingness that this is just another experience in a very wide expanse of experiences. So they're showing me all these countless different experiences that we have as a soul. So if we just bring it back to this lifetime and we work through the challenges and we learn the lesson with every single challenge, then we will experience more joy. But equally, we will be living more with a feeling of love, and we will attract that more into our life. And as we attract that more into our life, we will be naturally becoming more of service to the all. And all of that is this expansive expression of the self, from who you are in this life, the gifts you have, the voice you have been given in this life to share that. And they're coming through with so much information now. They just need to slow down. The ego is a significant part in this soul growth, because the ego is the one that is making it more difficult for us to learn the lesson, to come out the other side a more aware person. It is the ego that is preventing us from doing what we need to do to be the fullest expression of ourselves. It's the ego that's preventing us from looking inward to do the inner work. It's the ego that's preventing us from meditating. It's the ego that's preventing us from having fun in life. It's the ego that's preventing us from speaking our real deep truth. So it's the ego that is keeping us from that. It's the ego that we need to overcome, and then making me feel this really heavy feeling that this is a massive job that we've been given in this lifetime. And that's why we are in this physical incarnation with an ego, is that it's the ego we need to tame. It's not that the ego is hasn't got use, it's got a lot of use, but it's the ego we need to tame. So it's very interesting what they're showing to me now. It's literally the ego that's creating all the suffering, because it's the ego that's putting us into the illusion. Okay, I just want to move on from this. So every single being that's here with us now, we've agreed to before we enter this life. And even the pets in our life, even the neighbors, the random people we're meeting that we feel an instant connection with, the random people that you meet and you feel that, yes, this beautiful instant connection where you feel that you should be knowing this person, or you feel that there's something really interesting here. Those are all connections that is from our soul family, okay, our bigger soul family, that carry codes for us to connect with and to remember parts of ourselves and what we are doing. And this is the ego is preventing us from really connecting with these other souls. Yes. Now, this is a message that's coming through. So, whenever you meet someone that you feel there's a connection, whenever you meet someone and you feel, oh, there's something here interesting here, or it feels right, or this is however it feels, a good feeling, make sure to connect with that person, as that connection will have something for you, okay, for both of you, right? It is an exchange of energy that needs to happen. So as we are walking on this earth every single day, we are literally taking our energy with us. Hi, Sarit. Thank you for your message. Thank you for being here. I will answer all your questions shortly. Just keep popping the questions in and I will answer them at the end. Thank you for being here. So as we are walking on the earth every day, we are carrying codes with us that we are imprinting into the land, but also absorbing, right? So the more we are evolving, the more we are doing the inner work, the more we are becoming self-aware, more in love, and more with the flow of our innate being, the more we will clear the energies. Where we walk, we become okay, because our vibration increase as a sign of a sign that you are spiritually evolving, is your vibration increase. And with this increased vibration, and you know when your vibration increase, because when your vibration increase, you naturally feel more love. You naturally feel more expansive. You naturally gravitate towards what's good for you. And that is good food, that can be people, all those things. Okay, so as you are moving in this higher vibration, as you are walking, your higher vibration is literally clearing denser energies that's in the land. and you are receiving what is a match to your vibration, to help you evolve and to take you to the next part of your journey. Now, we all have angels and guides that's assisting us on our journey. And as we are spiritually evolving, it is easier and easier for us to connect with them. Now, they are saying that we can all do this. We all have a team that's with us, and we know they are with us because we agreed to that before we were born, that they are going to be our team in spirit. Now, this can be angels, this can be ancestors, this can be beings from past lives, this can be past unloved ones, it can even be pets from this lifetime, it can be animals from other lifetimes. It's a whole host of beings that can be on your team in spirit. Now, we can all connect with these beings as your soul is naturally connected with these beings and interacting with them right here, right now, in the other dimensions. And so, as we are increasing our vibration through doing the various inner work and various spiritual practices that we are called to, we connect with them and receive from them guidance. Now, this guidance can be in many different forms. This guidance can be in symbols. It can be like symbols. It can be symbols of um, just like, for example, I can't think of anything now. I can. I'm seeing it. It can be symbols like, well, I see light codes, like a leaf falling right in front of you. It can be the symbol of a bird flying across. It can be the symbol of something someone says. And as we attune more and more and more to this, we can communicate with them on more and more and more levels. Now, which includes the hearing them, seeing them, feeling them, um, all these different ways that we can communicate with them. So the soul, let me just see what else they're sharing with me that they want you to know. Let me just, I'm going to just keep talking a little bit longer. The soul, yes. So the soul in this life is living through us for the growth we need in this lifetime. And there is a path for us to follow, and this path isn't fixed at all, okay? Because all these lessons has got countless opportunities, all these and results. However we make our decisions, the results depend on the decisions we make and how we feel about it. How we feel has got a huge impact on the path we are living, the life we are living. Now, so this path we are following, there's countless possibilities on this path for us to get to our end destination at the end of our life. Now, it doesn't mean you are going to end there, because many times souls reincarnate to learn the same lesson they were supposed to learn in another incarnation. And maybe the soul doesn't learn it again. And if you don't learn that lesson again, you will not end at the destination you were meant to end at. But that is just the soul's. This is very interesting. Okay, I've never seen this before. So then you will reincarnate again to learn that lesson. At some point, you will learn that lesson. Okay. Now, so we are here to evolve, for us to experience as much as we possibly can, for our soul to receive as much growth. Our soul is here out of pure curiosity and the need and the desire to experience and learn as much as possible. Now, does that mean okay, so we are experiencing a part of our soul in this lifetime, not the complete soul. So we are inside our soul, yes, occupying a part of the soul. So whatever we are healing that part of the soul, so the soul can come back to its fullest expression of self while learning so much more. Okay. Shoo, there's a lot there. So I'm just going to come here to your questions. Suret, thank you so much for asking these. Why does the ego try to prevent us from connecting with other soul family? Okay, so the connecting with soul family is in when you are ready. You are always meeting a vibrational match. Okay, so when you get into the vibrational match of your soul family, maybe one of them, then you will connect. So it's all about vibration. It's all about getting to that point where you will meet another soul family. Now, if we are not living in the here, in the now, then we will miss when we do meet a soul family member. Okay, which is why it's so important to slow down and be fully aware. Okay, and so that can be the ego. Yes, it's the ego that is keeping you busy, but part of the healing journey is taking charge of the ego. As we are healing more, the ego has got less impact on a part of our life. Okay? Does that make sense, Suret? Let me know if that makes sense. Yes, we are still in the full moon energy. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, so we are still in the full moon energy. I had a snake on my balcony on the full moon. Ooh, how fantastic is that? It was a very intense full moon for me. Yes, this was a very intense full moon for many, and and I was for many different reasons. But what I have experienced this full moon, it it's in connection. This full moon in connection with the AI3 Atlas object that is moving around planet Earth at the moment has really intensified the energies of this full moon. That is my experience, what I've received. And everything that we are experiencing this full moon is very significant, right? So the fact that you're seeing a snake on your balcony, so you need to reflect on how did you feel about seeing the snake, because that will give you a clue on the message the snake is bringing you, because the snake carries so many messages. So maybe you know what snake it is. That can also be relevant. What color it is can also be relevant. But how did you feel when you saw it? What did you feel? Did you feel scared? Did you feel excited? Did you feel intrigued? And what came up for you in your dream time? And the full moon, that's right. So yes, so this full moon, very impactful. This full moon is literally guiding us exactly where we need to go next. Perfect alignment to where we need to go next, with whatever we need to work on, whatever action we need to take. This full moon is perfectly doing just that. And this will be unfolding the next few weeks. This is a very, very strong full moon for many. And I'm seeing this, that so many are really feeling this full moon. So, yes, any more questions regarding the soul? And if not, I will be doing a next soul. Oh, here we go. There's another question. Can a soul family member also be a karmic connection? Yes, completely. So our soul family, so our soul family is very big. Okay, so like I explained before, we come into this world, we sit down with our soul family, and we decide who's going to be the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, the employee, the boss, the neighbor. And they can be karmically good or karmically negative, right? And then there's also the soul, the significant connections we make throughout our life with other soul family members that we need to connect with. Okay, so we never know. That's why it's so important to be able to connect with our inner guidance, so that we know when a person is good for us, and so that we know how to work through a lesson. Okay, because even when a soul family member is karmic, because they all are, every single in our family, every single member in our family is there for a karmic reason, whether it's positive or negative. Okay, and so we're learning those lessons, right? So every single soul, every single family member in this lifetime is a lesson, whether positive or negative, right? It's either a beautiful support and growth, or it is painful and growth, right? Fantastic. Brilliant. So I don't want to be holding more time here. I want to keep it to half an hour, these videos. And I also want to mention that I am going to do only one more spiritual guidance. I'm receiving the message. I'm no longer going to do spiritual guidance videos anymore. Every 2 weeks, that's not what I'm doing anymore. What I might do is I might do spiritual guidance on shorts, like every 2 or 3 days, share a short with spiritual guidance live with you, okay, which will be on shorts for you to receive when you click on it. So I'm just sharing that as well. And then I also want to share about my upcoming course that is coming out soon, and the masterclass will be the end of October, although the way it's going at the moment is looking more like the beginning of November. I really hope it's the end of October, this masterclass that is about this beautiful life work to help you heal if you're feeling stuck, to overcome that stuckness, if you're struggling with emotional imbalance, to help you with that. So that is coming out soon, and please do sign up for that. The link should be below when I repost it later, because they didn't want me to take my original video live. Don't know why that is. That's just how the forces work sometime. So thank you so much for being here. If you want to check out my work, then please do visit my website, carmendelport.com. And thank you for being here in person, Surrey. And thank you, everyone else, for watching the replay. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Bye. Bye.